Anybody here? Hello. I fell asleep. I fell asleep. Good. It's it's been a very weird day. Okay, it was all a pretty normal day until about 4 o'clock, and then it got very weird. I don't know. I was talking to Linda, campgoer one there in Arizona, and you know, she's telling me a lot of political things from her side of the spectrum that I was kind of like, okay. Mm, mm, mm. And then we have the news about Camper Van Kevin. I'm not going to mention Camper Van Kevin tonight. Just go check out my earlier video. He's got some serious health issues, and we're wishing him all the best, okay? And I had some funny stuff planned for tonight. I really had some really funny stuff planned for tonight, but in light of that, I'm just going to put it off for a little while. So anyway, you'll understand later. Hey, Pole Barn Burner, Mark from Arizona. Ether Bunny. Gotcha. We still got the Christmas tree up. Christmas tree's still up. That's weird. That's an odd looking. That's weird. It's like the bottom of the tree, and then there's the top of the tree. What is it? Oh, I see the chairs in the way there. Yeah, I was wondering what that was doing. Anyway, there's Crotchy. He's having a good time. Yes, we did. We got about 1 or 2 snowy, very wet, slushy inches of snow here, and the roads were fine. I think they were a tad slippery way early in the morning on Friday, but by about 11 o'clock, everything was fine. And a lot of stores closed, a lot of small stores and stuff and everything. Hey, sunny girl, Marty Weenie Head. Marty Weenie Head. Marty Weenie Head. Hey, Beverly, how you doing? But it all melted off today, although the weird thing is we have this big pipe that goes through our ceiling up there that drains the roof, okay? So whenever it rains, you hear water rushing. There's a pipe right there, somewhere like right in there. Water comes rushing down this pipe from the roof, and then it goes out over the window there and shoots out down the gutter system. And you really think water is leaking inside the building, right? It just sounds like water just rushing. And today, with a little bit of snow on the roof, and it was melting slowly all day, water is just continually flowing down that pipe, and it really just sounded like something's leaking somewhere. Could it be the toilet? Could it be the water heater? Could it be the washer? And I'm looking around, nothing's leaking. It's just the water coming down this weird drain that goes from the roof. I don't know. It was weird. But everything's fine. Everything's cool. But it does. Hey! Whoa, that was nice. Thank you, Nava Down South. $5. That is very nice of you. Need some overlanding videos from the Camo Dave. All right. Pay for play. You pay, I'll cover your channel. All right? Will do. Hey, Shimei, good evening to you all. Brian, nice to see you here. BJ Smith. Tim M. I love it. Marty Weenie Head. Galveston, Texas. Sunny girl. Nice to see you, Sunny. Hashtag send me Sunny. Mark from Arizona. Yes, just heard about him. Yeah, Ether Bunny's been away. Did you have a nice Christmas, Mr. Bunny? Mr. Bunny? Oh, thank you, Ether Bunny. Wow. Ether Bunny. Yeah, it's been a very interesting day. I've been talking to a lot of folks on the Camo hotline today about politics. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on. It's crazy. All the events of the past week and what's going to happen next week. And I don't want to get into all that. And my head is actually throbbing. Blong, 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 blong. But Dave likes to know how everybody comes to their own conclusions, okay? I like to know, I'm talking in third person, Dave likes to know how everybody gets the certain ideas that they get, I'm going to go to watch the Washington game tonight with no name. Yeah. Yeah, Washington plays Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're almost certainly going to lose, but it's nice to see the Washington football team make the playoffs and win the NFC East. So that's a challenge in itself with the former Panthers coach, Ron Rivera. So that was nice. Anyway, and they're going to lose tonight, and that'll be the end of it. However, if they win, wow. I was watching the Seahawks and who the Rams and the Seahawks. As of watching that, when I just stopped here, I think the Rams were ahead, but it would be funny if the Seahawks lose because there's a lot of nomads that are from the Seattle area that would be very upset about that. But I don't know, man. Keep me updated on the Seahawks score, okay? Because the game's probably going to come to a conclusion sometime during the show tonight. Let me know. Let me know if the Seahawks get ahead, okay? Because there's a lot of nomads, you know who, Derek, and that lady we don't talk about that now lives in Phoenix that are big Seahawks fans. So I just want to know that. So keep me updated on the Seahawks score if anybody's watching the game. Sunny Girl, oh yes, put off the fun because Kevy always has shown you and your channel such kindness. I never hold grudges. Camo Dave has never been a grudge person. People can do very nasty. They can be not nice to me, and I try to always be nice back, people. And Kevin posted a video, not a video, but some stuff on Facebook, and I think he posted it up on his YouTube comments community channel about his health issues, and I feel really sorry for him, and I'm going to just say, hey, we're pulling for you, Kevin. There are many things that are way above YouTube, and, I've always been like that. Dave doesn't hold grudges. He's very understanding. I really am. I kind of am that to a fault. A live stream with a light on. BW Farm Vids. Should I turn the light off? I don't know. If I turn the light off, I don't know if you'd be able to see me. Let's see. Yeah, that is pretty dark, isn't it? That's a little too dark, do you think? Although that is cool looking. You can see the water tower out there. I like that. I like that actually. You can kind of see my glasses. That's not bad. I wonder if I have a little portable light. I might. Hold on a sec. La 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 la. La 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 la. This might work. Give me just enough light to kind of that doesn't even work, does it? Nah, I thought it would be like here it's okay. Hi there. I think we need I do think we need some more light. Let me try some other bulb. Let me try some other lights here. That one doesn't work. How's that one? Is that too much? That's good. That's good. That's not too bad. Carolyn to be free. Hello. Brian McKinnon. BJ Smith. Hello to my love in my head, crotchety. Crotchety. BJ Smith loves you. Oh, thank you. The water tower always reminds me of the night. Yeah, War of the Worlds. Yeah, I love that movie. Isn't that one of my favorite science fiction movies ever? Yeah, hey, Shamay, we need to know. Bourbon Neat Todd wants to know, Shamay, how's your van going? Did you ever get your plates? Did you get some personalized plates there? Does Jersey have personalized plates? I need a halo light. Yeah. So anyway, Camo is living under. I do. We have a water tower, and it has a bunch of cell phone transmitters on it. So we get solid 5 bars here. We're probably getting bombarded with 5G, and our brains are frying. But But I don't know, man. Now, the nice thing, because my room is back behind the wall there and has no windows in it, the cell phone signal drops way down when I'm in my room. So I think that's actually good. You could put some lead lining or aluminum foil in the walls. And I don't want to get the 5G brain burn. Hey, Tampa John, the meds are not working tonight. Hey, Frank Costello, I need a camodave sticker on the water tower. Yeah, I should come up there and stick one right there. I think this is this used to be a real water tower back when this was a textile mill. And then in the, I don't know what, about 10 or 15 years ago, they turned the building into loft apartments. And I don't think that's a functioning water tower anymore, but they just have it there kind of like, it's kind of neat looking, right? Would camodave consider a new tattoo? I don't have any I have 0 tattoos. Okay. I've never gotten into tattoos, but I'd like to put something right over here. I put a little heart. Let's see, your heart's right here. Doxy. I put a little heart and Doxinator Craig. He's the only person in my heart right now. I should do that. I should go to the there are a couple tattoo parlors here in Morganton. I'm still waiting until the end of the month for my plates. Oh, Shimei. Okay. She should got camodave plates. CMODVE. Hey, Randy, thank you so much. Randy. Oh, you're not that Randy, are you? Randy the mobile traveler, huh? I don't know, man. I've never, maybe if I was drunk and I got out with some friends, I've never gotten the need to put a tattoo on me. I've just never done that. It'd be kind of cool. I don't know. I could get crotchy on my arm. Hey, I take crotchy and say, could you put my puppet on my arm? I'm still waiting until the end of the month for my plates. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Name of the van yet, Dave? Need a name. We need a naming contest for Shimei's van. We do. We need a naming contest. That's very interesting. I don't know. I really don't know. What? Anybody got a good name for Shimei's van? I got a. What are you drinking tonight, everybody? I have got a. That's weird. There's like a weird glow on the screen there. Isn't that weird? I guess it's reflection from the tree. I got some cranberry, some pineapple, a little bit of mango, and a smidgen of cheap vodka. I drank all the Tito's. Tito's is gone. I would like if Mr. R.S. Rod Sturgis would send me some more Tito's. That was good vodka. Rams 30, Seahawks 13. Okay, let me know, Go Frugal, if the Seahawks catch up, okay? We need to know that because I know there's a lot of nomads that are from the Seattle area. Destination Open Road, CC, we don't talk about her. Derek, there's quite a few nomads from Seattle that are really Seahawks fans, and it would be so much fun if they lost. It would be funny. They're out. Now, I fully expect the Washington football team, a 7-9 record. It's a fluke that they even made the playoffs. So if they lose to the Buccaneers tonight, okay, fine. At least they made the playoffs and won the division. So that's about the best we can hope for. But if they win, whoa! Happy New Year, Kelly. Thank you. Jen Filater. Navin down south, Frank Costello. I chatted with Frank today on the phone. We had a nice chat. Diane H. So how's everybody doing tonight? Macadamian. Actually, a sticker with crotchy framed against the water tower would be cool with the blacklight effect going on. Yeah, it does kind of look like a blacklight effect, doesn't it? Yeah. Brian Forrest. Hey, hi. How's everything in the Bronx? Shimei is going on 4 months waiting for plates. Going on 4 months waiting for plates for me. Wow. Here in North Carolina, we have two separate things. We have the what do they call it? The driver's license office, and we have the plates office. So there's two separate things. Now in Virginia, it's all one office called the DMV. Okay, you go to the DMV, you get your driver's license, you get your plates. It's all the same place. But in North Carolina, it's separate. You go to one place to get your driver's license, and then you have to go to another place to get your plates. And then the plates are tied to all your property taxes for your vehicle. So you pay all that. So it's like a lot of money to get your plates or to even get your renewal sticker. So I got a thing in the mail because I got to renew my plates in February because I moved down here a year ago. And so I got to get some sort of an inspection, which is no big deal. I think even with a little out of it should go pretty good. And then you have to go to the plates place, then pay this fee, which is like $100 or more. And then you get your little sticker for the license plate. But you have to do that every damn year, which is a nuisance. In Virginia, you can do it every 2 years. Hey, thank you, Nampa Nana. 1670. Nampa Nana. Buy a couple bottles of cheap vodka on me. 1670. Yeah, some small bottles. Thank you, Nampa Nana. Hey, Open Land Sydney, look southwest Sunday. You'll be able to see 3 planets 45 minutes after sunset. No tats here. Hot butter rum. Well, Open Land Sydney is it's morning there in Australia, right? You're probably like 9 or 10 a.m. Australia time. So you're Sunday morning. You're drinking hot butter rum on a Sunday morning. I wonder if you guys do you guys in Australia get all the football games like NFL stuff? That's funny, like watching playoff games Sunday morning. That would be weird. Are you a nomad? No, I'm not a nomad. I have no desire to be a real nomad, although I may do a little bit of traveling this year if the pandemic eases up and we can actually get a nice plane flight and not have to wear a mask the whole flight. I want to go to Phoenix. I do, and I want to go up to the mountains of Tennessee. I may go visit Hobo Shoestring there in Johnson City, and I would like to go to I would love to go to Dollywood and Pigeon Forge and stuff and walk across that funky bridge that's, between the two mountains. I'm very much afraid of heights, though. I would freak out on that. So anyway, I don't know. That's what I'd like to do this year. Life Force Vegan Kitchen. Great to meet you. Thought I'd stop in and say hi, what Dave's up to. What made you laugh? That made me laugh. I don't know what made you laugh, Ether Bunny. I have Utah vanity plates. My car is WX Bear. Weather Bear? Oh, yeah, you're nomadic Weather Bear. And my Mr. RV is WX Bear V. They only allow 7 letters. I think that's true in North Carolina. No, North Carolina, I think, allows 8. I've seen some plates with 8. Virginia was only 7, and I used to have a plate for my website, which is DCRTV. But you know what the weird thing is? Here in North Carolina, they actually allow question marks. I actually saw a question mark on a license plate the other day, which I think is really freaky because I don't think in my whole 62 years of life that I've ever seen a question mark on a license plate. Have you? Have you ever an exclamation point, a question mark? I don't think I've ever seen a question mark on a license plate, but apparently here in North Carolina, if you get a personalized plate, you can put a question mark. Happy? Question mark, I think that's really weird. That somebody ought to Google that. What states allow question marks on license plates? That's weird. I don't think too many do. Or slashes. Get a slash or an exclamation point or I'd like a semicolon, please, on my plate. Can I get that? There's invisible tattoos. Yeah, I should do that. Get invisible tattoos on me. Yeah. Doxinator and crotchy. I can't wait on those long lines, and I actually have a motor vehicle office in my town, but they are not taking any new registrations. Wow. Well, I moved here to North Carolina January 1st of last year. So I've been here a year and a week. And I started getting all my license stuff transferred over in February. And it was just before the pandemic. So luckily, I got everything done before all that hit. But I did do the passport. My passport was supposed to take 3 months, and it took me like 6 months. I didn't get it till July or something. But everything eventually came through. I got a passport because I wanted to do some traveling last year. And, of course, you can't go to Canada. I can't do any of that. I do have my real ID on my driver's license, so I got the little gold star on there. So, whatever. Ether Buddy's got some bourbon and Coke. Yeah. Shamay, have you started building your van out yet? I think Van City Van Life ought to drive all the way from Vancouver and come over to somewhere in Jersey there and hang out. He should help Shamay build her van out. Wouldn't that be nice? Macadamian is drinking Kahlua and half. Got my protein in. Oh, yeah. And again, Nava down south again. Can't wait for Unstoppable Morgan to kidnap Dave 2D. I didn't notice his live stream. He kept saying Morgan until Camo Dave mentioned it a while ago. Thank you, Nava down south. That's very nice of you. I don't know. I wish Unstoppable Morgan would show up on my chat and throw in $400, but I don't know. Buy me a couple bottles of cheap vodka. Anyway, Kelly Ashurst. How do we start a channel for the ministry? Got me advice. I don't know, man. Yeah, how's your? I see these guys that have tattoos all over them, and they're like, well, how are they going to look at 60 or 65 or 70? They're all going to get, your skin gets kind of saggy then, doesn't it? Holy cow. Shamago Van Life. Oh, I like that, Rodney. Tito's vodka is awesome. Deb and the Desert Dogs. Billy Ray. Hey, Camp Goer 1. Camp Goer 1. She's drinking the Kool-Aid. Oh, yeah. She's drinking that Kool-Aid. Oh, yeah. Yes, it's a very pretty Christmas tree. I don't know. My friend, my roommate guy, my housemate, he put that up, and I'm just waiting for him to take it down. I don't know. It may still be up in a month. I don't know. I love my Dodge Caravan. Well, back when I was able to drive, my granddaughter drives it now. Hey, Nampanana. Tremolio's here. Blue van, Camo Dave, swap places 2 months. Ratings through the roof. Oh, ratings. You finally seen me. Yeah, Camp Goer 1 and I had a very, very heated discussion today about all the crazy stuff going on in the world, especially this country. My water tower. That's right. Dave, did you hear about Kenny? Yes, Tremolio, I posted a video just a little while ago that I actually posted some of his Facebook stuff. Yeah, we're all, hey, we have a lot of fun with the Nomads here. We do. Kenny, Mikey, Derek, Carla, we have fun with a lot of the Nomads. But when it gets down to brass tacks, like serious health issues, we have to stop and say, hey, really seriously, we may criticize the folks out there for their channels and stuff, but when it gets down to some serious health issues, like apparently what Kenny's facing, let's say Kevin's facing, we got to stop and say, hey, we're pulling for you. No, but we don't want to see anybody. It's all fun stuff. This is YouTube. We're just having some fun here. We're playing a little game here. We, gets into serious stuff. We don't want to wish anybody negative stuff. So all our best wishes to Kevin, okay? We should form a committee to drive to Morganton and paint the water tower. That would be funny. Wake up tomorrow morning and the whole tower is covered in camo. Wouldn't that be great? I would take the tree. I have no problem with taking the tree down. If my roommate wants me to take it down, he has some back issues. I'd be happy to do it. All he has to do is ask. Thumbs up for me. Thank you, Sunny Girl. Crotchy's doing good. He's right there. Oh, dang, you got me by the nose. Sorry, Crotchy. Hi, everybody. It's Quartzsite, the puppet. I am the puppet of the moment. That's right. Oh, I see everybody. Oh, I can see you all. Oh. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Linda. Hi, Mimi MC. Hi, Sue. Hi, RV. Ether Buddy. Hi, Ether Buddy. Yeah, we all hope everybody, I don't know. We had a number of people telling us that, we can kind of see things. It's interesting how you can kind of take a look at somebody and kind of just look at them and say, hey, that person's not quite well. I've done that with my relatives and stuff. You see a relative you haven't seen in a while and they just look a little off and you say, there's something wrong there, and you do that with the nomads. You'll see somebody and they just don't look right. They just don't look right. Morgan, why does Morgan have a drone, Ron? Why does she have a drone? That's silly. She drives a Bronco around. Why does she need a drone? Nobody cares about the drone shots. They don't. 99.9% of Morgan's viewers do not give a rat's ass about her drone shots, okay? That's all I'm saying. She talks about how she blew the money and doesn't have the money, and now she sent $400 to Dave 2D, and now she bought a drone. I don't know. I give up. 4D chess player, how are you doing? I like that. Remember the old Star Trek when Spock would be playing chess and it'd have like 4 different levels? That was pretty neat. Just like Romper Room. Yeah. I see Doggone RVing. And there's Shimei and Miss Macadamian. I see someone we don't talk about. I can see David. How are you doing? Critchy. TJ's new life. There's 100 degrees here today. Where are you, TJ's? I don't know. We made it up to about 45 today. North Carolina. This is the South, man. Well, luckily we're not up in the mountains. There's a place called, I know this is a funny town name. There is a town called Blowing Rock. Google that. Blowing Rock. Very bad jokes. We're not going to get into that. There is a town in North Carolina called Blowing Rock, and they got like 8 inches of snow, and they are about an hour away from here up in the mountains. So, and Barb and I were up in Blowing Rock last, 2019. That's a nice little town. Kind of reminds you of being in Colorado up there. Brad, thank you, Brad. Our famous NASCAR driver. Is Morgan Wonder Hussy. There's this one and the same. I don't know. Oh, Janice. Have a good night, Janice. Thanks for being here. Mimi MC. It's cold in Central Texas. Bourbon Neat Todd. I love Blowing Rock. It's something. It's awesome. I do motorcycle. Yeah, we got a lot of motorcycles that come through. Motorcycle gangs that come through Morganton on the weekends in nice weather. And especially in the fall, we had a lot of them coming through here. and they do take big motorcycle trips to go up to Blowing Rock and Banner Elk, and all those cool little towns up in the mountains there. Boone. I found Captain Crunch coffee creamer. Really? Captain Crunch. Is that still a thing? Captain Crunch. I remember eating that when I was a little kid back 10, when I was 10 in 1968. Yeah, Captain Crunch. Blowing Rock. There really is a town called Blowing Rock. It's like, yeah. Where do you live? I live in Blowing Rock. Who would you rather spend an afternoon with, Wonder Hussy or Morgan? I don't know. I'd have to think about that, Ether Bunny. I'm not quite sure. I'd like to spend an afternoon with both of them. Why do I have to choose? Where did you find Captain Crunch creamer? She is probably in her pantry and been in there for 40 years, right? Oh, let's try this. It's probably still good. Is Wonder Hussy? Yeah, well, I think Wonder Hussy was a Las Vegas model. I'm pretty sure, yes, she was, yes. Crispy Critters. No, I don't remember Crispy Critters. I remember Fruit Loops. We used to eat Fruit Loops a lot. That's about all I remember. I don't remember any more of my childhood other than Fruit Loops. Cocoa. What was that chocolate cereal? Cocoa something. Cocoa Crunch or something. Anybody remember that chocolate? I used to like that when I was a kid. That chocolate cereal, Cocoa Krispies or something. Dave Spank. That was a Black Bigelow. Did you see his video from yesterday where he's doing a live stream and this lady pulls up in a car? Who knows what her profession might be. And then he says, yeah, it's time to go spanking. And then he drives away. Yeah. Lucky Charms, the magically delicious. Yes. Do you remember loops on the back of shirts and people? Yes. They used to have those little loops there and people would pull your shirt back. I remember that. Cocoa Krispies and Cocoa Puffs. Yes. I do remember both of those. I remember all those goofy cereals. Yeah. Man, I used to, every day I'd come home from school and my mom would always put a ring ding and a big glass of Hawaiian Punch. There'd be a ring ding and that was very nice of her, but I mean, I'm like getting sugar overload, Count Chocula. Yes, I remember Count Chocula. If Morgan does drone footage of herself taking an outdoor walk or an outdoor shower, I think I'd be watching it. She's out there in the woods taking a shower and the drone's flying around. Now that might make some sense. I'm weird, but I like grape nuts as a kid. I remember grape nuts are good. They don't taste like grapes, though, do they? Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Yeah, my mom was she made a lot. She was not a great cook, but she made a lot of really good kind of comfort foods. But every day I'd come home and there'd be a ring ding and a glass of Hawaiian Punch. Shredded wheat. What's the name? What was her name? Samantha Olmstead, I think, right? Yes. Samantha Olmstead is my wife. Really, Brad? Really? Hey, Colleen the cat lady. I just mailed something to you today. So hopefully you'll get it by mid-February, okay? I don't know. The mail's very slow lately. But I put an extra little special thing in your mailing. So your CamoDave Army card is on its way, okay? Thank you very much. Ring dings. There were ding dongs and ring dings. Remember devil dogs? They had the 2 pieces of chocolate cake with a cream in the middle. I used to love devil dogs. Kicks are for trid. Tricks. Remember tricks? Yeah, I remember tricks. Yes, I do think Wonder Hussy did some. She said that she had posted a video of herself in a pool without clothes on, and like 6 years later, YouTube pulled it down. 6 years later. Hey, Doxy, you're watching. What's the Seahawks score, Doxy? I'm sure he's watching football. Scooter pies. I remember Mallow. No, what was it? Mallow. Oh, Mallow pies or something like. I remember scooter pies. I do. Wow. Malamar. My dad liked Malamars. They were cookies that had like cream and a cake in them, and they were covered with chocolate. Anybody looked like little breasts. Malamars. Anybody remember Malamars? I got my camodave Army card, and I'm on the prowl for Nomad News. Thank you. That's right. If you see any nomads in Livingston or Padre Island, let me know. Nigel, how are you doing? Adventures of Skogen. Moon pie. Remember, I did eat a moon pie when I was in Athens. I got a moon pie. It was not very good. I'll tell you that. 23-13 LA. Wait, does that mean LA's ahead? LA's still up on the Seahawks. Good. I'm pushing for the Rams. I want the Rams to win. Go Rams. You've seen one naked body of each kind, you've seen them all. When I was just a little demon, I used to eat 2 pieces of buttered toast with a glass of Hawaiian Punch. Yeah. What was it about Hawaiian Punch, man? That was a big drink when we were kids. They used to have those funny ads with that funny little guy with the hat on. Remember that? Hawaiian Punch was a big drink. Kids, I think every kid raised in the 60s, was pretty much spent about half their life drinking Hawaiian Punch. You never sent me the card after you asked me for I did, Camp Goer 1. It's in the mail, okay? Give it another week or two. The mail's very slow right now. I did mail it to you, okay? It's in the mail. Or maybe I accidentally put Cece's address on it by mistake over there in Apache Junction. I don't know. Cece and NF crying? Why are they crying? Hostess lemon fruit pie. Remember Tasty Cakes? Oh, anybody remember Tasty Cake? I think they were made in Philadelphia. I don't know if they were on the West Coast, but I know they had them up and down the East Coast. They had those little fruity cakes that you get in it was a little cardboard container. And they really had some good cupcakes. The Tasty Cake cupcakes, those were delicious. Can't go run. It's coming. Okay, watch your mail. It'll probably come next week. Things are taking 3 and 4 weeks to get across country. You hated that stuff. SaturDAVE, yeah. That turned me into gave me 80. I'm still ADHD to this day. I can't sit there. I'm like, my doctor says that, I come to Doctor's house and he puts the TV on, we're watching a movie, and I'm like all jittery, and I'm constantly getting up and walking around, and I'm talking, and he's like, can't you sit down and shut up for just 10 minutes? No. Lamont posted a video asking subscribers for a shower. I saw that. I was watching that just before I came online. Well, who's in LA these days? Jordy? Go to Jordy the Lion's place. He'll give you a shower. What you drinking, brother? I've got cranberry juice, a little bit of pineapple, a little bit of mango, and a smidgen of vodka. Yeah, I think they do. I haven't checked the stores lately, but those Tasty Cake cupcakes are damn good. Mimi jokes deleted. Eric the Goat Guy. Eric's here. Oh, hi, Eric. How are you doing? Robert the Traveler. Hi, Eric. Yeah, you were. He was our big reporter last year at the RTR. He went to those seminars there at the La Paz Fairground that Bob was holding, and there were only like 10 people there, and he was doing all of his photography. Eric, are you down in the Quartzsite area this year too? Let me know where you are. Maybe you could be our reporter. Let me know if there's a. I don't think they're doing any seminars this year, right? They're all online or cyber. Burger Chef, yes, I do. Did I finish the skull? Oh, the skull? You didn't send me skull vodka, RV. You sent me the skull. I finished many skulls, yes. Off the roach coach at work. I got my Camo Army card and my 600 gov. Hey! Good day for BW Farm Vids. Skull vodka is ew. Remember, I do remember candy cigarettes. You remember those candy necklaces you could get? They weren't even wrapped, and you would just buy them off the counter, and then you could chew the stupid little things on the necklace. I remember those. Yeah, tasty cakes. Yeah, I'll have to get some. I've never even looked for them anymore. I didn't even know they still had them. Candy cigarettes, yes. My car is worked down by him trying to get there. Okay, Eric. Well, try to get down there. And if you do, let us know, and we'll make you our reporter, our RTR 2021 reporter. The Beast with 5 Fingers and Leech Woman showing together at Dave's. The Leech Woman is on again? The Leech Woman was last week. There won't be an RTR this year, Garth, but people are still going to be down in Quartzsite, Skadden Wash, and all that stuff. So they're still going to be down there. You know, it just won't be officially, officially blessed by Bob. Remember the Burger Chef murders in Indy? I do remember some videos on that. Yes, it was in. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, it was horrible. It was in a Burger Chef. Yes. I still have the Sonic gift card on my cyber phone thing. I still haven't used it yet, Ether Bunny. I still haven't figured out how to use it. Yeah, Doc Cinder said I have to pull into the Sonic and then request the waitress to come over and the car and then show my little thing. I still got to figure it out. But I still have it on. I still have the Sonic app on the phone, and I get lots and lots of messages from Sonic about, like, funky sandwiches. No, I still got to use that. I still haven't done it. Life Force Vegan Kitchen. I'm down in Quartzsite. Pretty windy and not a lot of people this year. Remember Blow Pops? I do. Bubblegum cigars. I used to leave my candy necklace in my mouth and work my way around so that I would have multicolored candy stains on my face. Yes. Yeah, that's crazy. Mr. Doxinator collects Mickey Mouse dolls. No, what does he collect? His wife does have a collection of classic dolls, though. Yeah. Dolls. My doll collection. Bob wanted to do the RTR virtually. Why? LOL. You can just watch one of the thousands of Bob videos. Exactly. That's exactly right, Tremolio. Doxinator. What does Doxinator collect? Oh, Eric is skirting the coast, heading to see his friend in Florida. Yes, yeah. Well, he has a friend in Florida, does he? I thought he was just going to go down and do a wilderness lodge or something. I don't know, man. Yeah, he does have a friend there in the Disney area. I think he does. The BC murders. I mean, the Highway of Tears thing that Line Screw talks about. The vaccine should be a suppository. Ooh. What? How about just be a pill? Sugarholic Nation. Does anyone here know tipping etiquette at Sonic? I tip by default, but sometimes I don't have cash and skip Sonic because of it. I've never heard of tipping at a fast food place. I've never tipped at a fast food place. McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. I just never thought you had to tip at fast food. I consider Sonic fast food. I don't know why you would tip at a fast food place. I don't know. Jose Cuervo and Lime. BJ Smith. Black cows. Mom called them filling pullers. You ever get saltwater taffy? Cape May, New Jersey, at the place called Morrow's Nut House. And it was, all those stores. I think there's a place in Rehoboth that sells all the saltwater taffy. And, you're a little kid, you put that this really sticky, gooey taffy. And it, I just pulled a filling out. Let's go to the dentist when you get home. Sour apple gunball. Oh, no, I hated those. I hated those candy apples. I hated those things. Those are awful. Ugh. Scott Parrish. Dave, my wife watches all of your uploads daily. I am one half of SCO Jen, Scott and Jen Parrish. She's hoping you'll track us on the map. We sold our house, closing January 15th, and you're going to go to the Missouri coast. The Missouri coast? Missouri's a landlocked state. Is there a coast in Missouri? Send me a link to your channel, Scott, and I will put it on the list of channels I'm sub to, and I'll check you out. Where's there a coast in Missouri? I don't know. I've heard of Mississippi coast. They have Biloxi and stuff, but I do not know of a coast in Missouri. I've never tipped it. I didn't think you ever had to tip at a fast food. Taco Bell, McDonald's, Burger King, Hardee's. Yeah, I've never heard of people tipping at those places. Eric is a friend whenever he has a jack stand level or Mickey Mouse connection. Oh, gosh. Yeah. One time, the guy at the Burger King got pissed at me for not tipping, so I told him, here's your tip. Buy low, sell high. That's right. Give me a tip. Yeah. Abba Zaba. Lake of the Ozarks. Okay, that's the coast. Okay. I never heard of that. The Arkansas River, huh, Garth? He meant Mississippi. Well, I know geography. I know Mississippi has a little coastline there, but Missouri, the coast of Missouri. Derek has already been seen with Prepper Wayne. Yeah. I think I've seen some of that. I emailed you out. Oh, Eric the Goat Guy, $2. Thank you, Eric. Thanks for the shout out. I got 4444 subs now. Wow, let's see if we can get you up to 5555. Everything's going fast today. I can't keep up with it. I emailed you after you asked me to Christmas card video. Our details should be in your email. Okay, Adventures of ScoGen. Again, I'm still getting Christmassy stuff in the mail. The things are really slow. It's like a month to go from coast to coast now in the mail. One of the best scenic drives are on the rim of the Fayetteville, Arkansas Valley. Oh, really? eBay like everybody else. Yeah, I need a new $900 phone. And my puppet just had a $1,100 puppet doctor visit, and I need new tires from Camo for my little Adam. Oh, what's that? Thank you, Glorious Life on Wheels. Glorious Life on Wheels. Is it truly a glorious life? Hey, I got to do a video. I was reading in the newspaper. I've seen it on the news, but I didn't know where it was. There's a sinkhole. There's a big post office here in Morganton, and then there's like a little car wash next door to the post office, and there's a big sinkhole opening up, and it's sucking up the car wash. So I'm going to have to go over there sometime and do a video on that. Like, whoa, I didn't know that's not that far from here. Donovan Leach's son played in The Blob. Blob, beware of the blob. I got to give you a C+ in geography. I was very good in geography. I was terrible in algebra. I was in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. Okay. The only coast in Missouri is along the Mississippi. But yeah, you don't really call that a coast. It's along a river. Dave, you should ban politics on the channel. The communist tech companies are shutting down thousands of channels and accounts. I don't talk about politics. Holy cow. I'm not a political channel. Thank you, Brenda. Wow. For my birthday next month. That's right. We've got a lot of anniversaries coming up. Thank you, Brenda. That is very nice of you. We've got a lot of birthday. We got my on the 15th of January is my 10th year anniversary on YouTube. Then we got the entire month of February is my birthday month. And then we've got Crotchy's 3rd birthday coming up in early March. And then the 5th anniversary of the camodave channel coming up in middle of March. So there's a whole lot of anniversaries coming up. Beelzebub, Lord of the Flies. Thank you, Brenda. That is so nice of you. Little Adam needs new weather stripping, not tires. Yeah. Little Adam, yeah, he's got some more water leaks. I'm dealing with that. I got some Gorilla Tape. We're working on Little Adam day to day. It's a day-to-day kind of thing. Touchdown Rams. Yay! Beat those Seahawks. We want those nomads from Seattle to be Now, I guarantee you the Washington football team will lose to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers tonight, but that's okay. We won the division with a horrible 7-9 record. So what? But, that was nice. Not yet. Camper won. Camp Goer won. Thank you, Brenda. Believe me, the communist social media companies wouldn't be doing what they do if they didn't think it would make them more money. The Rams 30, Seahawks 13, 446 come to go. It's over. Look at that coin. The governor of Delaware had a 1 on his. What? I don't know. Does Little Adam have a moon roof? No, Little Adam does not. My previous Golf that I owned had a roof thing. Yeah, but that was a weird thing. To ever drive a car, a small car? I don't know if all cars are like this. You got one of those sunroof. Okay, it opens up, and then you drive it down the road, and the car will vibrate. There's something about whenever I drove my car with the sunroof open, it would do this weird vibration-y thing. It was weird. And then you close it and it goes away. Happy birthday, Diane. Wow. Nigel, I'm a social influencer. The NFC least. That's right. That's exactly what it was. The 7-9 record wins the division. You'll be 66 on the 12th, Dave. Never thought I'd make it this far. Well, happy birthday, Rick. 66. Wow. Yeah, I'm 62. I'm going to be 63 in February, and I never thought I'd make it. I never thought I'd make it anywhere near this far. You had your first car was here's a good one. What was your first car, everybody? My first car was a Ford Pinto. Cranberry juice, a little bit of mango, a little bit of pineapple, and a smidgen of cheap vodka. My first car technically was a little 1972 or 3 Toyota Corolla, which was awful. We called it the Purple Bomb. It was actually purple. And my dad drove it into work one day to get some chrome fixed on it, and it was totaled. Glebe Road in Arlington, there's a cloverleaf, and he came off the cloverleaf onto Route 50. Bang, somebody ran in the back of the car, and the whole car was accordioned. Even he wasn't hurt, but the car just kind of smushed up. The car was going like 2 miles an hour. So we went back to the dealer, and I got an orange VW Rabbit, which I loved. I loved that car. So technically that's my first car. I have a VW Beetle with a sunroof. They cause leaks. That's why I asked. No, I don't have the sunroof, but the leaks are coming from primarily around the doors. I put Gorilla Tape all around the doors. So you can't even open. No, you can see where the foam gasket around the back hatchback and the gaskets around the doors, primarily the right door, passenger side. Yeah, they leak. You can feel water in there. Plymouth Scamp. The lady loves a scamp. Remember those old ads? The lady loves a tramp. The lady loves a scamp. Remember the Plymouth Scamp? I'll have to watch some videos on that. A 67 convertible V8 Mustang, an Audi A4 Avant 1997, a 68 Camaro. That'd be worth something today. A 62 Falcon two-door sedan, a 65 Ford Falcon, a 59 Triumph TR3, a 69 Camaro, a 72 Ford Pinto, a 55 Chevy two-door. My first car was a 66 VW Beetle, a 69 Bug, a 1964 Dodge Polara. Remember the Polara? A Chevy Vega. Oh, man. Those are crazy. Ford Escort. Remember the Escort? Oh, my gosh. Wow. A Ford Fairlane. A 77 Civic. AMC Ambassador 1967 Bill Schultz, a 66 Mustang in mint condition, had been garaged for several years. Sunny Girl. Wow. Yeah. My first, that's wild. 73 Super Beetle, put three transmissions in it. It had one of those automatic stick shifts. An MGB. Send me money. Rebuild the little Adam we love, Dave. Dave, hurry up. I have a coupon for funeral wreath. What kind of flowers do you want? 64 Dodge Polara. Wow. Yeah, wow. A blue VW Bug. My brother had a 65 Mustang. Little brother had a 67. They should have held on to them. They probably would be worth a lot of money now. What is this? I want a 48 MGTC. A 81 Mercury Zephyr. A 64 Alfa Romeo Guilin Spider. Remember the Chevy Love? A 60 Ford Polara. Wow. That's cool. Look at all these cars. The Bougainvillea for the name of your the Bougainvillea. My older brother had a 65 Mustang, yeah, 67, right? Yeah, we were talking about Sally Spica was talking about, we were talking about the Living Free Mike and the paying $900 for a phone, even when he's broke. I couldn't afford a $900 phone. I tried to save up, so I just settled on a 59 Moto phone and paid my rent and utilities instead. That was a smart move, Sally. You got to figure that. Do you need a $900 phone? Hey, thank you, Sunny Girl. Always love seeing you here. Have a really nice rest of your weekend. Brian McKinnon. These people have problems in a social environment. They obviously do. Bougainvillea. Chevy Citation. I'm just on till 8 o'clock, 5 more minutes, and then we're going to go put on Me TV, and we're going to watch The Beast with The Beast with 5 fingers. Yeah, 5 more minutes. I can't do, and I do a 90-minute video in the live stream in the morning at 9:30, and then an hour is all I can take in the evening here. I gotta, and then I gotta put the Washington football team and watch them beat the Buccaneers. Like, yeah, right. So thank you, Nampanana. No, you cannot watch Me TV online. You can either watch it on your cable or you can watch it on your antenna, okay? I'm not aware of any online feed for Me TV. Sorry, I do not know of that. The Seahawks have scored. Oh, no, they're tightening up the game. You remember the Yugo, that Yugoslavian car? I've seen a number of not nomad channels, but car channels where they buy an old Yugo. That was a kooky little car, the Yugo. Morgan did so many hours that she fell asleep. Yeah, Yugo. I do remember the Yugo. Where do I watch these movies at? What movies? Me TV is a channel. It's on the air in most markets. It's a sub channel on some other channel. If you have an antenna up, you can watch Me TV, and they run 8 o'clock every Saturday. Is a guy named Svengoolie. He's like a horror movie host from Chicago, and he runs crazy old movies. It's funny. It's a lot of humor in it. It's very funny. But you can watch it on most cable systems if they carry it somewhere where they carry all those antenna TV. What is it called? Comet. All those funky little side channels. Yeah, you can get it. Just have an antenna up. There's almost every market has an Me TV channel. It's on YouTube if you want to pay. I don't want to pay. Memorable entertainment television, Me TV. And my doctor, I think they run the Love Boat every Sunday at 6. I don't know. Is Elvira still around? She was one of those Comet channels, kind of funky. Yeah, they do run a kind of weird, kind of low budget classic sci-fi stuff. I watch that every now and then. Now, the Comet channel, you can watch online. There is a service called STIRR, STIRR, which I believe is Sinclair. They're one of the big owners of a bunch of stations. And they put the Comet channel, which they run online. So you can watch the Comet channel online via STIRR. And I also notice on our market here in YouTube TV, which is like a cable service with all your local channels, we get it on that too. But we do not get Me TV. Fred Costello. Yeah, I think Me TV here is on channel 18 WCCB. It's on a different channel in every market. You met Svengoolie out of the Makeup Taste of Chicago in the 80s. He seems like a very nice guy. Rockford, Mr. Rockford there got an autographed picture of Svengoolie from my Doxinator. The Pacer, that was a good car. That was like driving around in like a goldfish bowl, wasn't it? Huge windows and a big wide car. Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, I'm going to have to start saying Auf Wiedersehen. I would like to thank, we did nice tonight. Thank you, Navin Down South. Thank you, Ether Bunny, Randy, Nampa Nana, Brad Kazoops, what is his name? Brad, the NASCAR guy, Eric the Goat guy, Glorious Life on Wheels, and Brenda Stewart. I also want to thank Colleen. Thank you very much for your PayPal this morning. I got all that stuff in the mail to you. And from this morning, I want to thank Rockford, Danny Lee, Nomadic Weather Beater. What is it? Nomadic Weather Beaters. And Ron C. Thank you so much. The Gremlin. The AMC was a Gremlin car. Good night from Dwight. Nice to see you, Dwight. I met Dwight down there in Athens back there back in 2019 over there at the by the Kroger there on the west side of town. My UPS store was there. Yes, nice to see you, Dwight. Rich life. Oh man, the Seahawks will lose. Good. All right, Macadamian, Brian, J.A., Beauregard, nice to see you. Was a pickup truck. Okay. Knicks fan. Diane H., Ron C., thank you. Cindy. I look the same. Yeah, that was nice meeting you, Dwight. Yeah, I'd like to get back down to Athens one of these days. I miss that town. A lot of cool stuff there. SaturDAVE, thank you. Yeah, don't ever forget about SaturDAVE. Bend over, blog, yeah. All right, everybody. Quaker oatmeal, yes. Oh, yeah, that's right. We used to have, when I was a kid, we also got Elio's Pizza. They still have that. It was pizza squares. You would have Elio's Pizza. Always pretty good pizza, but it came in like square slices, little personal pizzas. I used to love the Stouffer's pizza, the microwave pizza. That was always good. What other stuff did I have as a kid? Yeah, a lot of crazy. I never liked corn dogs much. No. Cream of wheat. Ew. Mike Hunt. Shakey's Pizza. All right, everybody, go put on your Me TV and watch Spenguli, the beast with 5 fingers. All our best to Campervan Kevin, okay? He's going through a tough time right now. Check out my earlier video on my channel I did a little while ago. And all our best to Campervan Kevin. I hope he's going to pull through. We're all pulling for you, Kevin, okay? We make fun of a lot of these nomads we have little fun here on the channel. But, when it comes down to serious stuff like health issues, we're always, don't want to see anything bad happen to anybody. So, Kevin, we're all behind you, okay? Send some good vibes out there, Arizona way, to Kevin there, okay? All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. You all have a wonderful rest of your Saturday, and I will see you tomorrow. Vlog under.